rapping.
We are here with Wessel's ASMR opening up a Reese's Fast Break.
Which he is on, by the way.
Yeah, right. We're here. It was an absolutely wild weekend of action at Martinsville. I'll start with you, Wessel. I'm joined by Wessel. I don't know how long you'll be here for, but you are live in the Kroger break room right now.
I'm not in the break room. I'm upstairs in the office.
Oh, this is like a manager's office?
It's not a manager
He's
office.
dressed
It's just
apart.
a side office we have.
I mean, you look serious. Like, you look like I wouldn't cross you.
I am the manager of the store right now.
Oh, my God. The store seems like it's in great hands. You're doing a podcast.
Smoke alarms going off.
How long are you going to be here for?
30 minutes.
30? Okay.
I can do probably half the show.
That's great. Sally's here. Looks like you got like a nice little layer on. You're like, your camera's on today. You seem like I can't see you. Okay, there we go.
Texas?
I like that.
It's a little fresh.
I've heard
Texas.
it's freezing down there.
Yeah, it's not freezing.
Oh, you must be pretty close to Mexico.
Standards.
It's 40, high 40s.
Okay.
That's colder than it is here.
Yeah, it's about the same as it is in upstate New York. It was a rainy, dreary, cloudy day, but I kind of like that. That's the kind of vibe I'm here for. Tegan Jones, he's here bottom left. How are you doing?
I'm here.
All right, aren't we all? We had Ryan Blaney win his way into the championship at Martinsville. Didn't need to with the performances he put on in the first two stages, and also because William Byron struggled so much. Wessel, bottom right here, you're our Ryan Blaney fan on the program today. How you feeling? I mean, I assume you're buzzing
good,
about
man.
this.
He's peaking at the right time. I mean, the right time. I think he's been among the three probably fastest cars the last 3 weeks. And it's showing. I mean, he's riding that wave right into the championship.
Yeah, no doubt. And it gives me a little vibes of the Napa team in 2020 kind of thing. How they're
this guy's rolling his eyes.
Fucking Mike is always going to plug his boy Chase Elliott. Hey, just get Chase Elliott on here so you can get on your knees and show him how much you love him.
I'm a big fan. I'm not going to do that, but we've got Harris in the chat. My guy, Harris, is here. Spencer saying, yeah, after his little odd Discord comment earlier. That's okay, though. That's fine.
We all saw it.
We all saw it. He wanted to delete it. It's okay. He thinks he's Kevin Harvick.
You are going to need to inform me of this later.
Yeah, we will keep you in the loop on that one, Sal. Harris is going to hype up Denny too. Denny, unfortunately, was saying it was his year. Wait, what? I'd glazed Denny. That is crazy, dude. Anyway, Denny Hamlin eliminated. We got a happy birthday, Spencer, in the chat.
Yeah.
Let's wish Spencer happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday, Spencer.
Happy birthday, Spencer.
What is it, 26?
26.
Oh, the chat is buzzing already today. Denny Hamlin again eliminated. Said it was his year. It isn't. Unfortunately for Denny Hamlin and Harris, our resident Denny Hamlin fan. Sal or Tegan, you guys can talk about this if you guys want to. Another year, Denny Hamlin comes up short. What's it really going to take? Because I'll be honest, I thought it was his year too. I'll be completely real with you. I thought
I'm not mistaken. I think I had him picked for the championship. So
yeah.
I mean,
oh no!
If he could have some races, his boss must have walked in.
Yeah, right. He's not the real manager.
He's the real manager. He's pretend manager.
Okay,
he's back.
I'm back.
All right, welcome back. We gotta switch. Okay, this is weird. We gotta switch that around.
Yeah,
I think that. Nope, wrong. Okay, there we go. Back to normal. Here we are. Anyway, what were you saying?
What are you doing? Okay.
What?
I think he's going to have to win a race to get in. Apparently at Martinsville, this dude is like ran good here, but has not had good luck when you come right down to it, getting eliminated and shit. So,
hey, Jeff Gordon has won more recently at Martinsville than Denny Hamlin.
He hasn't won at Martinsville in 7 years.
2015,
and he's been competitive every year. Like,
wow.
2015.
Yeah, he's had a chance. 2015. More, like I really remember him having a chance in mostly all of these races, but not being able to win any of them. It's kind of crazy. But what do you guys think? What's it going to take for him to finally be able to do this? You say winning a race in this round. I mean, he's made the Final Four, but just hasn't had it at Phoenix. I don't know, man. It's starting to seem like it might not be in the cards for Denny Hamlin. I don't know.
No, I think Denny's got a couple good years ahead of him. So
I do too, but it just seems like everything will happen so that he does not do it.
I think he'll eventually get there.
I think he knows his window is closing.
Quickly, too, I think.
Yeah, because I don't know about y'all, but I felt like that interview and then the tweet he had afterwards, like I was getting, like if social media didn't exist and we didn't know, like, oh, well, this guy signed a contract, this guy is there for this long, like I would have thought, oh my God, Denny Hamlin's retiring.
Yeah, but, with that tweet, yeah.
Truex,
he seems a little fed up, doesn't he?
But I mean, yeah, he's whatever it is, whether it's winning at Martinsville or winning at one of the other two tracks in that round of 8, he clearly needs to win, because even with an advantage in points or anything,
I mean, let's be fair. If you take the power steering, which is apparently what it ended up being, with the power steering went out, he was going to make it. He made it in points.
And this is what Harris is saying in the chat.
And then Byron would have been out.
Reason why he was eliminated, and that's true. If Denny Hamlin had finished like top 20 even at Homestead, he would be in right now. And now he's mad about actions detrimental, I guess. Which I guess, like, there was an Eddie Gossage tweet that I don't think was received very well at all.
That was so stupid.
But there are some points in there where it's like he does have a lot going on, and that's.
I don't think that's it. I think Eddie Gossage is just trying to be. I think he's just trying to be relevant again.
Yeah,
because the fat fuck ruined Texas Motor Speedway. He knows that
if you hate on Denny Hamlin, there's a large population of NASCAR fans that are going to love that. So,
but no, I don't think they did. That's just it. 90% don't like he did, came up to his defense. So you love to see shit like that, to be honest. And this guy literally said, I've only had one conversation with him. He's a track president that has had one conversation with a driver. That should tell you something.
Oh, God. What is he talking about? Are you serious?
Is our version of the Eddie Gossage?
What other year did Hamlin have more than one win? This year, last year, the year before, the year before, the year before, not 2018, the year before.
Not 2013.
Basically every year that's not like 2013 or 2018, I think. So that's a terrible point if you're trying to think that like he doesn't win. I mean, the guy has the most wins of any driver that hasn't won a championship. He's got 51. I mean,
he's going to be
a great career.
Or no, Busch is still ahead of him in active wins, right?
Yeah. It's Harvick and Busch at 60.
It's Busch and Harvick with active. They're both at 62 and 60.
Yeah.
I think Hamlin might catch him. I mean,
yeah, I think Denny Hamlin. I actually thought about this. I think Denny Hamlin has a shot at catching Kyle now. Because you about with Kyle and RCR. I don't think he's going to get all the wins like he used to get. And I still think that the honeymoon period is going to be over soon at RCR and Kyle Busch. So
we'll talk about the toxic vibes at RCR in a little bit. It is a crazy dynamic over there, and the Harris and Spencer feud that is never ending is starting up again. I'm so here for Harris versus Spencer. I mean,
Spencer's being a dickhead, bro.
He really is. Rivalry of the year last year in our league award ceremony.
Do we have a minute time to put in a last minute submission?
Yeah, add them back in. Take it from who's winning that right now. It probably would if that was in the voting options. But yeah, Ryan Blaney wins. The final four is Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson. They won the previous 2 weeks in this round of 8. And William Byron, the only car to make it in on points, barely snuck by yesterday. Really had a terrible car. Was very down on himself all day about how bad the car was. Rallied for a 13th, which is actually a pretty good finish considering how he ran all day.
Cars running out of gas, though, kind of helped.
It did help that there were some guys that needed to pit. Chase Elliott, Eric Almirola, not Almirola, excuse me. Who was up there? Jones, Joy, Reddick. So, yeah. Oh, jeez, Bradley.
Oh, Bradley with the jab.
Holy mackerel. Wow. What are our thoughts on Byron making it in? He was kind of the championship favorite heading in, him and Truex. Do we still label him as that now? We'll go Sal through Wessel here. I see a lot of head shaking. No.
I don't think you consider him a favorite just because of the momentum and talent that
a lot of
other
people are saying
drivers
this.
have.
I'm sorry. I hate to interrupt you already. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, he doesn't have the momentum. He doesn't have this." The guy has scored the most points in the playoffs. I don't know what else we want from him.
If you would have let me finish, buddy, you would have let me get to my point.
Okay. What has he done in the last 3 weeks? He's been really bad.
Well, Miami and Vegas.
Really bad this round.
I wouldn't say that.
He was good.
He was solid. It wasn't his best round.
He was decent.
He's a Denny Hamlin DNF from not being in the Final Four.
That is fair.
Or Denny Hamlin is not a DNF from knocking his ass out.
Or even Truex, for that matter. Would Truex be past him if it wasn't for him?
No, Truex didn't get stage points in the second stage. That hurt Truex. So it would have been close, I think, with Truex.
So many self-inflicted wounds on Truex.
And
even if you take the finish out for Truex, I think he still would have missed.
Yeah. So, Sal, what were you saying on Byron? Anything?
I don't have him as like the clear-cut favorite like 9 weeks ago when the playoffs started, but I also don't see him as a team that you can just write off right away. I'd probably put him competing with 3 other drivers, which we'll get into that later.
Well,
3 other drivers. Well, no shit. No, the Final 4. That was their way to go out on the limb there, Sal.
2 other drivers
compete with the other 3 championship drivers. Well, no shit.
There will be 4 drivers fighting for a championship next week.
Thank you, Sal.
Anyways,
thanks for the 2020 vision, Sal.
He's still a threat to this. Like he's not just he had a bad Martinsville that's going to lead to a bad Phoenix. He's definitely going to be in contention before the checkered flag waves, basically.
Yeah. Tegan, your thoughts?
I don't think he's the favorite right now.
Who is your favorite then?
The late yellow? Yeah, he probably does.
Yeah, right.
Because of the first Phoenix kind of proved that.
Yeah.
Him and Larson have the short run cars. I hate to say this. I think it's going to be Blaney that is the favorite right now. He's had the momentum, and we know how good he was at Phoenix last year. He probably could have won it. I think he was being really nice to his teammate who was going for the championship. So if I had to pick another driver, I think it'd have to be Larson. I think it's going to come out down between Larson and Blaney.
You're the Blaney fan, Wessel. Are you feeling that way too?
I'm biased, but I mean, yeah, I think it's Blaney. I think he's got, between him and Larson, they have the most momentum coming in. Christopher Bell, he got a win this round, but the other 2 races didn't really seem like he was great.
Bell had one handed to him.
Yeah, he kind of had last week kind of handed to him. Somewhat.
Pit crew
I think a few more laps Blaney could have gotten there for him also.
Yeah.
But I think Bell might have had it on points, maybe. I don't know. I feel like he would have ran Martinsville differently. You can't. Hindsight's 2020. You can't tell.
Mm-hmm. But no, I think Blaney might have the slight edge over Larson coming in. I don't know, because Larson was really fast there in the spring. So we'll just kind of have to see. Blaney has always been really good at Phoenix, though. So I think
Bradley
he's kind of got
hitting
that,
him with the stats. He won the pod picks race earlier this year with Blaney. So,
I mean, I think I saw a stat where I think in Blaney's last 10 races at Phoenix, he's never finished outside the top 10 or something like that, or something wild. I can't remember. Yeah, but he's pretty good at Phoenix.
Very good. I mean, last year, I think he would have won that race if there weren't
he by far
orders probably telling him not to win. I think Penske was like, don't pass Joey. We don't want to put this at risk of losing the championship. And for making Matt look stupid, which we didn't. And we got our own version of Matt. Granted, he won't come on the podcast. Bradley's been on Blaney all year. Him and Dale Jr. are basically like NASCAR prophets over here right now. So
in the bag, Dale.
Yeah, get in the bag. Bradley had a fun time at Martinsville. A lot of cool pictures from him in the Discord. Anyway, let's talk about the on-track product that we saw. New tire, really the only change that they made with, of course, they tried the new short track package earlier this year, and that has maintained still that same package that they used earlier this year.
It helped Phoenix. That was about it.
It did help Phoenix. I think Richmond was good. I will
Richmond was
say,
already good, though.
I think this was the best Martins. Oh, whoa.
The hell is this?
What the heck? How did you do that?
What is that?
It's a thumbs down.
I
What is
didn't do
happening?
that. What is that?
Why does that?
Who's doing that?
Why does that keep popping up?
I think Wessel's doing it.
Are you? Now
I'm
he's
not
Do it again. Do it again.
What the hell was that?
I don't know.
That was really odd.
Oh, whoa.
What is
I
Sal?
found out how to do that.
What?
It's Sal. Sal's doing it. You motherfucker.
No, this is all I figured out how to do.
Wow. I mean, unbelievable. Yeah. I didn't know what just happened. Yeah, right. Oh my God, they're booing you. Anyway, so we had the new tire. I will say this was the best Martinsville race since the next gen car, right?
I mean, maybe not by a lot
Yeah.
though. I don't think it was great.
No, it wasn't great, but I think
Aside from Denny Hamlin and Blaney, that's the only good racing we had, and that was because they were pushing it.
And that was it.
Yeah. I think it was.
You put them behind, it was shit.
Yeah. I will say it was a step in the right direction. You know, I think that
these tires still take way too long to come in to wear.
Right.
I would like to point out that Kevin Harvick pit on lap 219 changed his left side tires. He did not change his left side tires for the rest of the race from lap 219.
It's not good.
Are you for real? I thought he pitted for 4 on the 325. I thought because that's why I called Rodney a dumbass. Then he's even a bigger dumbass because he lost a lot of fucking spots.
No,
I think he took 4 on 325 with the rest of them because Eric Amarola took 2 and jumped to 2nd on the restart. He was with Harvick. Harvick went back to 17 on the restart.
I don't know because Denny was.
I think he took 4.
Detrimental. He went. He either went 219 laps on his left sides or he
might have
left sides on 219. But either way, that's not good.
These tires, they're putting the rubber down, but there's still too much rubber on it apparently because it literally took the whole run for Ron Blaney to catch the 10 car, and that was only because he was on left sides or right sides, whatever he was on. So I think there's still work to be done. They need to take shifting out of it. Shifting gives a big clutch. If you take shifting out of it, they're spinning these fuckers off the corners. If you put them back at 750,
but it only helps. It helps a lot.
It does. I mean, you literally listen to the in car. They're not spinning the tires off the corners, and shifting is breaking it for them, and they're using it to come back off the corners. They need to fix the gearing. I think that happens next year before we get a horsepower change. To be honest.
Well, they can go to 750 anytime they'd like.
Overnight, apparently, according to Denny. So
I don't.
He said the gearing would take a little bit of time, but I think they need to start working on it and figure it out before the next short track.
Definitely.
That's what the issue is with the shifting is the short tracks. It's too much of a clutch.
Yeah. Because these guys are able, if they miss the corner, just to shift down and get right back to the speed they need.
And they're saving brake with this car, which has bigger brakes. They could probably go through their brakes like they used to back in the day at Martinsville a couple of years ago if they would get rid of shifting. Then it becomes down to saving your fucking car.
Yeah, I'd be. You're not. I'm not going to argue with you on that about shifting. I think horsepower is an easy change. I don't know if it's the aero of the car really. I mean, I think there is something off about it with the short track.
I don't think it's the aero that when you get to a short track, aero don't play too much of a factor. I think they're too even. This car made them way too even, and the shifting made it even worse.
Yeah,
made them even more even. It made less mistakes. This car with shifting on short, you can't fuck it up unless you're BJ McLeod or somebody. I don't know. Even I'm having a hard time finding the shittiest driver to have a hard time fucking up a short track when there's shifting involved because you don't have to fucking brake. You just tug it down in gear and just let it fucking float through the corner and then put it back in gear and go off the corner. You don't have to worry about spinning your fucking shit. Hell, let's do that let's load up Heat 5 and go to the 2022 DLC and we'll do the same fucking thing. We'll run the whole 500 laps with no fucking pitting for tires.
Probably could. That 2022 update is broken. Anyway.
Oh, it's mimicking NASCAR. It's no shit.
Yeah, it is.
they're fucking bricks.
Yeah. For real, dude. BJ McLeod did not deserve that type of violence from Tegan right there. That was so unnecessary.
But I took him this week.
You did pick him. Yeah. I don't know why. You get to pick first this week. Now I realize.
Yeah.
Now I
ain't no dumbass. I guaranteed it, bitch. I guaranteed it. I would took somebody that wasn't in that race if I knew you wouldn't fuck me out of picking first. with some last minute made up Michael Whitman rule. So
oh come on. Those are the best kind of rules.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway, anything else we want to talk about the Cup race? We had a little Logano, Ty Gibbs beef. Denny Hamlin flipped him off. That was fun. Denny kind of misunderstood what was going on. He thought Logano was trying to take him out through Ty Gibbs.
It was close.
Very close.
Yeah, that was really close. Yeah. Oh, if I was Denny Hamlin, I'd got out of that car if it happened. They'd had to stop their cars, which would have let me get a hold of him. I'd have drug his ass out of that fucking car.
Yeah.
And beat his ass all around that racetrack. Then who are you going to cheer for?
Yeah, right.
I think you got to cheer for Denny just because it takes a lot of balls to drag somebody who's 6 foot tall compared to your little short stubby ass, dragging him out of the car by his new hair. So,
oh man, not the new hair. He'd pull it off. He'd pull the hair off.
Yeah. We'll make you get a new plug, bitch.
Yeah. There's a 1-year window where it can't be pulled.
I'm pretty sure it can't be pulled, period.
Yeah, not a good idea for Joey. Wouldn't be a great hair club advertisement because they're trying to get into NASCAR a little bit. Anything else we want to talk about Martinsville related? Yeah, right. Anything like the Cup race related that we'd like to talk about? Truex, Buescher, Reddick, and another driver that I can't think of right now. Denny Hamlin, we already talked about him getting eliminated. Those are the 4 that got eliminated. Buescher, not competitive this round. Reddick really needed to make his gains in the 2 weeks before this. I don't think anybody expected him to come to Martinsville and be lights out. He needed to do what he needed to do. He needed to get those points at Las Vegas and Miami. And then Truex just really been fumbling it the entire playoffs. It's been ugly for that team. So we'll see what he has next year. I'm a little worried because next year we assume it's his last year, I think. Does this carry over for them next year? What do you think, guys?
Something's got to change.
Yeah.
I think he's going to send James Small back to Australia or wherever the hell he's from.
Well, to be fair, Martinsville was kind of his own doing, so.
Yeah, he's one
that sped out of the first pit stall.
That kind of screwed him over a lot.
I mean, that's the same thing that got Priest earlier this year.
Yeah. And he couldn't get back up.
Because the first pit stall is actually the second stall now, and I think they're forgetting that.
Yeah.
So,
used to, you could just speed it straight out of the first stall. You can't do that anymore because you're not really in the first stall.
Yeah, you're in the second
one. You can speed it
to
a degree, but maybe not as much as you used to be able
to. He also took an angle too, so.
Yeah.
Which is stupid.
Feel bad for him.
Not really.
How often do we see anyone pass another driver on the outside lane at Martinsville? Apparently Ryan Blaney can do it with no problem.
I did think this tire helped that, and I think that was the go. But I think Blaney's the only one that got the fucking memo. So
yeah,
Harvick was trying, but he didn't do it. So
yeah,
Harvick took the outside on every fucking restart, which is what caused him to lose spots. So
it seemed like Hamlin was doing all right, getting around people on the outside.
Yeah,
a little bit early in the race.
Those two were definitely the best cars.
It seemed like his car kind of got a little bit worse throughout the race. I don't know if just Blaney was getting better, if he got worse, but it seemed like early on in the race.
Well, now toward the end there, I think Blaney sandbagged a little bit until he knew it was good to go and not burn his shit.
How is that happening?
It happened again. It happened again.
My hands are in my pocket, so.
No, it's not your hands.
They're in my pocket.
Oh, no, yeah, I think pretty early on it seemed like Blaney had a slightly better short run car. Or not Blaney, Hamlin. It seemed like he had a slightly better short run car, but Blaney was just killing him on the long run.
Well, I think that we didn't really get to see how good Blaney's car was because he started in traffic and it took him a while to get up there. I think
we saw how good his car was there at the end.
Yeah,
he literally made up 6 seconds on Amarola, so
yeah,
he saved his shit.
Yeah, did he announced his retirement after our episode, right? Last week?
Yes,
literally on Friday, I think.
Shocker! Eric Almirola is retiring. Can you believe it?
He didn't say retiring. He just said he's not going to be returning to Stuart Haas and full-time Cup racing.
He is going to be part-time Xfinity JGR. I'm pretty certain about that. I've had some sources tell me personally that this is going on.
Well, he ain't taking Smithfield with him, so.
Well, we'll see. I get maybe they go in that small.
No, they're leaving NASCAR.
Yeah, maybe they go in that little small capacity. I doubt it, though. But, yeah, it is looking like Eric.
Is there a tornado siren going off?
There's a fire station near me that decides to just like raise hell whenever anything's going on up the hill over there. So this is what happens when you live in this area of New York. It's just sirens a lot. It's fun. It was going crazy. Wessel, how much time do you have left with us?
I can probably go a little longer.
Okay.
He's the boss. He can make the rules.
Yeah, he does whatever the fuck he wants, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about the Xfinity race. Whoo-wee. There was about 5 guys fighting for 2 spots, and they were all basically in the top 5 coming to an overtime restart. Where could that possibly go wrong? Well, it did. Teammates hated each other. Sammy Smith, John Nemechek were mad at each other. Definitely Austin Hill and Sheldon Creed.
This is part 3 of their feud?
Yeah, something like that.
Do we get the finale next week, maybe?
We'll
or this
see.
week?
None of them are really racing for anything. To give a little play-by-play to that restart, it was Creed, Hill on the front row. Hill maybe could have made it on points, finishing second, depending on where Custer finished.
I think he could have.
That would have been close. Creed was in a must-win to make the Final Four. You understand him doing what he has to do. I also understand Austin Hill knowing that a win is the safest option for him to make it in because he was not told any of the information and he had no idea where Cole Custer was. So, he maybe should have been told what was going on, but they start on side by side. Hill gets up into him in 1 and 2, coming to 3 and 4. Creed pushes him right out of the way, gets under him a little bit, then hits him again. They go side by side. Then into 3 and 4, Creed takes the lead, slides up in front of Hill, hits the brakes pretty hard. That leads to contact between Hill and Creed. Hill's engine has an issue because of it, and then ensuing the massive crash that we saw on the front stretch there. And oh wait, here comes Justin Allgaier. He wins out of nowhere. He's in the Final 4. Wild finish. Creed versus Hill is the big conversation coming out of this race.
Is it really though? I feel like it's somebody else versus Creed.
Well, yeah. We'll talk about that in a second. Allgaier wins somehow. He slammed the wall on the front stretch at 1 to go.
Yeah,
and somehow comes
pretty
around
good.
And wins. Yeah,
he
that car was messed up.
It looked like he tried to clear himself in front of somebody, and he smashed that right front.
Nemechek,
front
of Nemechek.
Yeah. So it was a crazy finish. And then, of course, after the race, Andy Petrie goes up to Sheldon Creed and says, "You're a dumb fuck." And Creed's like, "Well, if he did."
Is that what he said? For real?
Shit. I don't know. He basically
no, we don't know what he said yet. No.
Yeah. And
I heard him yell out like, "That's bullshit."
Yeah.
Isn't he usually? He makes a weekly appearance on Race Hub, right?
I believe so.
I think he does. I think I'd skip this week because he doesn't look too good right now, in my opinion.
No.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if
he looks like an asshole to me.
On Race Hub this week and what he says. I mean,
yeah, and then you had
wouldn't
RC.
show up if I were him.
You had RC after the race.
I mean, let's see. Richard Childress's PR team isn't very strong, so there's a high chance that he'd probably show up.
No.
Maybe Richard will show up with him.
Yeah. Well,
I heard y'all wanted to talk to me today.
RC said after the race, I have never had a driver drive for my team that is stupider than
Automatic red flags right there. We can name off at least 5 right now.
I can tell you number 1 right now is John West Townley.
Yeah.
That one seemed kind of flew under the radar, but I think because of out of respect. But that shit kind of went out the window about after 10 minutes after that tweet.
I mean, if what happened to lead to his death was true, I don't know if we need to really respect what's going on.
Well, the dude was on drugs, I'm pretty sure. So,
and then he tried to kill his ex-girlfriend with a hatchet or something.
An axe or something like that, yeah.
So he got deservedly shot, I think. I mean, yeah, RC, crazy thing to say from him. And Austin Hill claps at the 2 pit box walking by.
That was my favorite thing the whole night.
And the crew chief goes,
I hope that's his crew chief next year.
The crew chief was like, I wasn't fucking driving it. So.
That crew chief, he was getting into it with somebody else from RCR.
Yeah.
You see him take his shirt off? I thought he was getting ready to throw down.
Yeah.
Or throwing the shirt down at him, be like, I quit, bitch. But he had another RCR shirt on, so it wasn't done no good.
Yeah. He said, take this RCR shirt and shove it. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Another one.
An RCR.
Yeah. Company man. We'll go around the horn here. Sal, Teagan, then Wessel. What are our thoughts on this whole Hill Creed incident? RCR kind of imploding. And what's going to come from it? And yeah, so go ahead, Sal.
I mean, I guess you could see kind of each standpoint from Hill and Creed. Beginning of the whole thing, I kind of put more of the blame on Creed. Now knowing what we know, I feel like Hill's team should have informed Hill, like, hey, if you just stay here, like, we're good. Like, we do not need to win and jeopardize anything that could go wrong, which obviously did.
Yeah, everything went wrong.
Creed, I mean, I don't know. I feel like we got to know more about him hitting the brakes in 3 and 4.
Data said he did pretty hard there, but
yeah, the SMT showed that he was pretty heavily on the brakes there. And then RC, that's a wild statement for someone who doesn't want to give someone the boot because they're related.
But does it just surprise you though? I mean, he is the one that said, "Here, I'm gonna take my watch off. Hold it there, kid."
Yeah. And then
beat the driver, and that drives for him.
And then had the whole Reddick deal last year. Where
the Reddick thing last year, I think he was a big fucking baby over. So
yeah,
RC's getting a little bit babyish in his older age. He's aging backwards.
Yeah.
So he's put him in the home.
When you give somebody power for so long, they feel so entitled to it and think that like they're God.
I would agree if that was Rick Hendricks saying that, but this is Richard Childress. He had a lot to brag about lately in the last 10 years since Kevin Harvick left, so I don't think he's high and mighty. I think he's just fucking old and cranky.
I do just want to give a shout out to Austin Hill for basically just confirming things that we already know. So Sheldon Creed is going to JGR.
Yes. We've been on this for a couple weeks. We've been on this for a little while with the Creed to JGR.
Apparently everybody's going to JGR though.
Ooh, Bradley with some DBC data here. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
That with Hill. I told you that.
Yeah. Austin Hill also said he can't wait to have Jesse Love as a teammate. Well, little does he know, Jesse Love likes hitting his teammates too. Well, Creed wasn't wrong. If that was Hill in his position, I totally agree with that because I think Richard Childress thinks that Austin Hill is Dale Earnhardt reincarnated. I'm 100% convinced.
I wish we had a time machine where we could set shit up. I want to know what would have happened if that would have went down cleaner. Creed would have won, made it, and Austin Hill would have finished second and not made it. let's say that Allgaier finished third and Custer finished fifth,
Yeah.
they would have had enough points to beat them. I wonder. I believe the same comments would have came out. To be honest, it probably wouldn't have been the word stupid, but it'd have been along those lines of Creed needs to be a company man. Yeah, he needs to know his place.
Been better all year.
Yeah. So
Come on.
I don't know. It's just RCR. RC, you got to respect him, but I think he's losing some of his credibility. I think we're just getting a glance of what's going to happen in the future on the Cup side.
Yeah.
When Kyle Busch and Austin Dillon get into it. So it's coming.
I don't know. So I am under the impression, and I heard this on DBC last week, that Austin Dillon has kind of been dipping a little more into the team side.
Apparently, he's the one that went after Kyle. He's the one that got that start.
He was the one that
we know that.
Yeah.
He's still a driver first.
And
until he steps out of that car.
I think they all kind of seem to think that Austin Dillon's going to step away from racing to
take over.
Work in RCR and eventually take over for Richard.
That's what Dale Jr.
Which means, how long does it last?
Who knows?
I honestly don't know. I think it could go either way. I'm leaning more down the drain.
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
I think that may be why Kyle Busch is getting out of everything that he's in right now. Maybe he's going to buy a stake in it
or something. Yeah.
When RC does.
I think that'd be one of the better things that RCR could do is let Kyle Busch in on the ownership aspect a little bit. Hey, David Wessel, Coca-Cola Racing family member over here.
I put my product placement right here. I'm sorry.
Hey, they do not pay to be on this program. Get that off.
Chug points.
You gotta chug with the logo in view. This is free advertisement. Jeez. Hey, Chase Elliott's
We're gonna get flagged.
Chase Elliott's a member of the Coke family, so we're cool with it.
Yeah.
So the final four for Xfinity: Seth, Cole Custer, Jonathan Nemechek, Sam Mayer, and Justin Allgaier. All of them, I believe, looking for their first championship, right?
Yes.
Shout out to those guys. Kind of hope Allgaier wins. I feel like that's been a long time coming for him.
I have a sneaky suspicion about Sam Mayer here.
Oh, God, I don't want that.
I don't think anybody does.
I don't think he gets it, though.
All right, well, I gotta go because the showed up.
Hey, who's your 3 championship picks?
Ryan Blaney, unfortunately, probably Sam Mayer. Truck Series, I think I'm going to go with I forgot his name.
Hocevar,
Corey Heim.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Wessel. Go be a manager.
Have a good shift.
All right. Thank you to him for coming on. He did not have to do that at all. It gave us about 40 minutes of his time. So shout out to Wessel for that. Yeah, I think that I don't know what he said about Sam Mayer. I really don't want him to win. I don't want to see, him.
I think he's not even. I think he's fourth.
You don't want to see him rip his suit open and
No, I don't want to see that. Honestly, I really
see his little baby nipples.
I would rather not see all that. But Bradley said that he was nice to him, so maybe he's an okay guy. And this is I can agree with that. Okay, I guess Harris agrees with me on Sam Mayer.
I ain't like Sam Mayer since Watkins Glen. He's got a little toothpaste.
That was shitty. Did not like that at all from him.
I loved it.
Hey, shout out to Sam Mayer. Sam's a really nice guy. He talked to me and Dadley every time he's seen us this weekend. So shout out to him. Maybe he's a nice guy. I don't want to see him win. So we have that.
Matter of fact, he could blow up for all I care.
Whoa, geez. That's not nice.
Calm down.
You want him to be in contention, okay?
Sal, you're just sucking that Dale Jr. cock. Get off of it for the day.
Yeah.
Give it a rest. It's raw.
We should do a championship race watch along. That could be fun. Live.
Pod?
Maybe we could hook something up.
We could figure something out.
Sal and I have some entertaining watch alongs here.
Dude, I'm so ready for this weekend.
My mic will stay muted most of the time, considering that I'm giving Rodney and Harvick down the fucking road. So
well, no, not
on
for the
Sundays.
Cup race. Maybe an Xfinity or truck one watch along.
Maybe.
Sal and I have so much fun watching the truck races together on PlayStation. I mean, it is so entertaining. I'm excited for that. Anything else you want to talk about from Martinsville weekend? Sammy Smith is mad at John Hunter Nemechek. Not too sure why. I think they might have had a little disagreement some way.
I think it was on that restart.
What is going on over? Are you?
That's
okay?
That's Sammy Smith. Every time before they even get the question done, he's already.
So I think on that
little
restart,
Mexican bobblehead.
on that restart, they had apparently, I guess Sammy and his team had talked about it, and they told him like, "Oh yeah," because where were they? Third and fourth, or fourth and fifth? Third and fourth,
third and fifth.
Fifth. They had told him that Nemechek was going to choose a certain lane, and then Nemechek chose the opposite lane as to what was told to Sammy Smith. And I guess that's what made him upset about all that.
I still don't see the reasoning. Yeah, I mean, Sammy Smith is going to say that if he wasn't leaving Joe Gibbs, he'd be the little company man. So there's that.
Yeah. Okay, Harris said all his guys are winning. His picks are Heim, Allgaier, and Blaney. I don't mind those picks. Don't mind them at all. Shall we give our championship picks here, guys? We'll do that right now.
Yeah.
I'll start off for the Truck Series. The Truck Series is wide open to me.
Anything can happen in the Truck Series.
They really can. Corey Heim has been dominant all year. Carson Hocevar, I think, has been him and Heim have been the top two. But this track kind of gives me like Grant Enfinger vibes. I don't know. GMS's last hurrah in the Truck Series. They got to give it their all. I'm going to be a little wacky. I'm going Truck Series. I'm going Grant Enfinger in the Truck Series. He's going to win the championship. Xfinity, I think it's finally his time. I think Justin Allgaier wins that title. And then for the Cup Series, I'm going to go. I'm just, out of driver-wise, I like Blaney the best, but it would be really, really cool for me to see the 24 win the championship. And he's been the best guy all year. So I think I'm going to go with William Byron. What are you doing down there?
You know what I'm doing. You know exactly what I'm doing.
You're an
idiot.
Knob
on his knob, like cord on a cob.
Who's knob? Who's knob?
Exactly. Who is it? Is it Willie? Is it Jeffy? Or is it Ricky? Is it all three? Are you getting Apple powered?
It's Jeff. I'm all about Jeff Gordon. Sal, give me your championship pick. I'm going to guess Hocevar, Allgaier, Blaney.
Hocevar, Allgaier, and Blaney.
Can you tell me a little bit why?
Hocevar, I feel like he's peaking at the right time. He had that win early on in Texas, and you kind of didn't hear much from him. This playoffs, I feel like, one, he's matured a lot as a driver. Definitely. He's openly talked about it
a little bit.
Talked about it on DBC.
Back there for a second at Martinsville in the Cup race.
Well, it's Martin.
Yeah,
he did hook somebody. So.
And I think he's in a good spot. He made the Final Four. I think it was his first year a couple years ago. And now I feel like he knows how to race in this kind of situation back against the wall. Because a lot of that first year, a lot of those rounds, he had no win, so he was racing backs against the wall. Yeah. Allgaier, it's just time. It's long overdue. I think he finally just gets that to solidify his good Xfinity career. And then Blaney, I mean, you said it yourself, dude. The last year when Bell won Martinsville to advance, I didn't feel like, oh, this guy is like on this train of momentum heading towards the championship, like he's going to be tough to beat. But with Blaney, since Chase's in 2020, like he won, and you're like, oh shit, like this
that's
dude
what I was
might
saying.
have a shot now.
That's what I was saying. I don't know if I was saying that to you last night or a couple of the other guys, but I'm like, just the guy is dry. Like you see certain drivers just have periods when they drive on a different level. You know, you talk about Kevin Harvick in that 2014 chase, winning at Phoenix when he needed to, then going to Homestead and winning. Tony Stewart the entire 2011 chase. Chase Elliott 2020, he had that momentum. He had those two incredible races back to back. You know, I'm picking William Byron, but I can absolutely see Blaney pull off what you think he's going to do. Any other thoughts from you, Sal?
That's it.
Okay. Jones, who do you like?
I'm gonna go with Hocevar in the trucks.
Okay.
Momentum is everything. So he seems to be the top. If it comes down to wrecking somebody for it, I think he'll do it. He won't. He's done it before. I think Cole Custer wins the Xfinity Championship.
Oh, way!
I think Stuart Haas has been on the rise here lately. The stock's been going up at Stuart Haas Racing.
That is true.
You know, counting out the cautions and everything there at the late, Cole Custer had a really better car than what he ran. So, I gotta go with Blaney. Momentum.
Oh, wow.
I mean, he's ran good at Auto Club. He's ran good this week. Obviously, I think Blaney is going for it. I think Kyle Larson gives him a run. If it's short run, he's probably fucked. But I gotta go with Blaney.
Yeah, we got a couple picks from the chat. Of course, Harris said Heim, Allgaier, Blaney. Spencer said and Ginger, Allgear, and Blaney.
He's spelled Blaney right.
Yeah. And then Bradley goes Hocevar, Nemechek, Blaney. A lot of Blaney.
Nemechek.
Yeah,
I'm sleeping on Nemechek. I think
he's been the best all year. He's been the best all year. Bradley said, "I've had Blaney since the beginning of the year." He's right. I'm the only one that said anything right now that hasn't picked Blaney. Everybody in the chat's got Blaney. You two got Blaney. Wessel had Blaney. So, you know, I'm representing Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson. I'm representing Christopher Bell and William Byron, you know, by not picking Blaney, I guess. I hate to say it because I don't hate Kyle Larson as a person. I would not like to see him win the championship, though. Because if he wins,
because you don't want him to get a second one before your boy Chase.
No, it's not. I don't even care about that.
It has nothing to do with that.
I don't even care about that. Oh, I am. Yeah, right. Sure, I'm full of shit. Exactly.
You are.
Yeah, 100%. You're totally right. What
I am.
If Kyle, okay, can you stop? If Kyle Larson if Kyle Larson wins the championship, Regan Smith. Oh my God, he held the door for me when I was trying to walk in. How did he do that? Oh my God, he's so good. He won 2. Joey Logano wins. Everybody's like, well done, good job. Kyle Larson wins. They go, oh my God, how did he do that? It's Fox, NBC, all of them. They just talk about knob slobbing, right? And the media and Kyle Larson. DBC, I'm a big fan of their show, but they said that Kyle Larson hit the pit barrel last week because he was too good. He's so good, he whacks into a barrel of sand. Are you kidding me? I mean, this guy, if he wins the championship, the media is going to be insufferable. You won't want to watch Race Hub because all they're going to do is just suck this guy off. You're not going to watch Motor Mouth, NASCAR America. I won't even watch the post-race show because I don't want to hear Kyle Petty go, he might be better than my dad. You know, holy Mac, what the hell? He's back.
Back in the Kroger back rooms. How we doing?
We're doing good. We're talking about the media.
Whitman's giving Larson the weekly shit down, so you're just in time.
Russell, what do you think is going to happen if Larson wins the title?
Well, he's the greatest driver in the world, man. What do you mean?
See? It's going to be insufferable. I won't be able to watch any of it. It has nothing to do with Chase Elliott. And I'm being 100% serious in that. You might not believe me, Tegan. You are a hater down there. Oh, no. Okay, we're good. Those toxic. That's fair. That's honestly fair. There's a lot of bad Chase fans out there. A lot of bad Larson fans, too. That's fair. I guess Harris and Bradley are about to kiss in the chat right now. And now I guess Harris doesn't like Kyle Petty either.
What the hell's Kyle Petty got to do with it?
Hey, Ryan Blaney is on his fuck Kyle Petty tour right now. That's what
he
he's
really
doing.
is. Now, I don't agree with this totally. They don't when Chase Elliott wins a race, they don't talk about him. Like the media doesn't talk about Chase like they do about Larson.
No, but they like to bring up his fucking daddy, though. Oh, this Bill done this, Bill done that. Now Chase is doing it too. Oh, Georgia boy. That's exactly what happens. And this is coming from fucking Georgia. I'm telling you, that's exactly what happens. You want to talk about the fucking media giving Kyle Larson a fucking blowjob? Well, the hell, they're too fucking busy giving it to fucking Bill and Chase. So there you go.
It is
Same
not
fucking thing.
the same thing. No, it's not.
You're so full of shit.
Yes,
it is.
I don't think it is.
It is. Yes,
It's
it is.
not.
Typical Tegan L.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Kyle Larson or Chase Elliott was going here and fucking, if he'd have won this week, they'd have thought he was the owner championship.
That's the one that pays the
Gives a
bills.
fuck. I don't
That's
care.
the one that pays the bills.
But that's not the one that pays the fucking viewership. It's the fucking driver championship. We're not going to go up there and set up a stage at Phoenix Speedway for fucking Chase Elliott to go up there and slob on NASCAR's cob. It's going to be whoever the driver championship is.
Speaking of, here's our owners championship update. Chase Elliott is eliminated.
Chase ain't in it.
We're never going to talk
all
about
you need to know.
Nobody cares anymore.
We're never going to talk about the owners championship again. Hey Wessel, can you say the thing?
If we can go a season without injuries, we'll never have to talk about it again.
Wessel, can you say the thing?
Shut the fuck up, Ryan.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah,
Although I agree with Tegan.
Yeah, no, I do think, I do think it's different though.
It ain't just the fan base, it's the media too. The only reason why you're saying it now is because the media ain't been sucking his knob here lately. Because
but
he ain't been able to go up there and win.
Okay, well, yeah,
Let's
I know.
just go
Trust
ahead
me.
and say that pre-20, like you're not going to admit to this because you're a Chase Elliott fan. Pre-2021, media was doing to Chase Elliott what they're doing with Kyle Larson right now.
Exactly.
I don't know.
I think it's
Trust me,
slightly
I
to a
turned the
lesser
TV
degree.
off too.
I think it's slightly to a lesser degree. They are kind of hyping up Kyle Larson much more than they did Chase Elliott, but relatively the same thing.
Yeah, but we're not at the point where nobody said he was the best driver in the world ever. Nobody said that. And nobody also
Wouldn't
said
be
that.
fair, is he?
No, and neither is Kyle Larson.
I think he's up there. I think it's a good point to bring up. I don't think he might be the best out there, but what NASCAR media is not going to say that about one of their drivers. They're not going to say, "Oh, that Kyle Larson, fuck. That F1 driver over there is better. He leads all the fucking time, even though you can't pass for shit. But he's better." They're not going to fucking do that. They're going to hype up their fucking sport. If they don't, they need to get put the fuck out and go somewhere else and do some commentary. Let somebody else get in there.
That's fair. I can get
Wes
that.
was getting ready to do a demonstration.
Yeah, what's going on?
Show us how you open a box.
A box? I don't have a
Yeah,
box
you got a little
cutter.
box cutter with the little plastic blades in it because Bradley would
No,
need one.
I've got a real man's box cutter, pal.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah. Well done.
It would have been something if he would have cut himself right there. Blood everywhere, all over his fucking phone.
Oh my god. What are our expectations for Phoenix? We all gave our championship picks. We'll do pod picks in a second.
Wait, what were y'all's picks? I'm interested. I did not.
Enfinger, Allgaier, Byron.
I
Hocevar.
wouldn't leave out John Hunter Nemechek.
I said that we slept on him.
Yeah.
I think we slept on him.
And then Sal was Hocevar, Allgaier, Blaney. and I think Tegan was Hocevar, Custer, Blaney.
Yeah.
It seems like we're all
I think the
pretty good on Blaney. I like
Xfinity championship is going to be. I think that's going to be the one that's going to be up in the air.
Yeah.
I think the Xfinity championship.
I think that one's going to be close.
I think that has potential to be a fuck fest. I might be honest.
I think it's going to be a bang.
I think the trucks will. I think it's going to be a banger. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah.
I think the people that are in it kind of respect each other because they've been racing each other all year, except for
Xfinity?
Sam Mayer. But yeah,
Sam Mayer will wreck somebody for the championship.
100. That's why I said Sam Mayer. He's going to
yes,
wreck somebody for the championship.
Okay. That's fair.
And then he's going to be the next Ty Gibbs. And then after last year, he said he needs to whoop his ass. Maybe he needs his ass whooped.
Yeah. So he stopped doing that stupid Superman thing. Somebody needs to punch him.
Right when he goes to open his chest, just punch him right in the fucking middle.
Yeah, right. Anyways, time for pod picks. Let's get this screen up. Big win for me this week.
Keeps you in it, don't it?
Keeps me in it. Now, I cannot win the whole thing. The best thing I can do is tie. Unfortunately, the guy I think I want to pick will not be there when I'm picking. But, yeah. Tegan picked BJ McLeod. Didn't know why he did it at first. Now I do. He's picking first, and let me guess. Who are you going to pick, Tegan?
Oh, shit. Kevin Harvick. Duh.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck y'all.
Wessel, who's your pick? You can kind of throw a wrench in everything here. Who are you picking?
I just pick whoever. I am not like.
You pick Blaney?
I've been mathematically out for a while.
You're not in it, but you still could. You could clear.
Can he pick Blaney?
He could. He does. He hasn't picked Blaney yet.
Oh, I haven't used Blaney yet.
Yeah.
Give me Blaney. Give me.
Oh
Blaney.
man.
Give me.
I think that's who's going to be fighting for the win. I'm calling it now.
Those two.
Yep.
Next pick is JB. Who are his first two picks?
I hope they're fucking Harvick and Blaney.
Yeah, they are. And he put Truex down, who he's already picked. He's gonna go with Kyle Busch.
Who ran like dog shit at Martinsville, by the way.
Yeah, really bad week for Kyle Busch.
If he went for lucky dogs and waiver rounds, he would not have finished where he did.
Next up after that would be Bradley, and he is going to pick, I don't think he's picked this guy yet in the playoffs. He's going to pick Joey Logano.
Madeline.
He's sitting on house money there. Sally, who are we going to go with here?
BJ.
You need to win the race to get out of clear. You're clear last right now. You need to pick the winner to make sure
so you can top.
You're not totally last.
Y'all want to say
William Byron?
Back a trailer? Jeez.
You're picking William Byron. You still got him? Wow. Okay. Sally's going with William Byron. So I really wanted to pick Ryan Blaney.
Truck showed up.
I tried to pick Ryan Blaney, but I didn't think that he was going to be there, so I knew that wasn't going to happen. As a Chase Elliott fan, Wessel's talking work right now. It has been a terrible year. No wins, first time since 2017. There's only one chance left to change it, right? Only one shot, one opportunity, as Eminem said. I've got to do it. I don't have Bell. I don't have Larson. I don't have Byron. I don't have Blaney. They've already been picked by other people. I'm going to go with Chase Elliott.
Vamos!
I got to have hope. I mean, it's got to end, right? It's got to end good.
So 3 of us picked our favorite drivers this week.
Yeah, the top 3 did, yeah. So, yeah. That's fun, right? It's going to be a good race. I do think the Cup Series is honestly wide open. Like, if Larson wins, I'm not surprised. If Byron wins, I'm not surprised. If
Bell does, I am.
I'm a little surprised if Bell wins.
I think Bell is an underdog.
Definitely. Out of the 4, I'd lean Bell being the biggest underdog. I agree with you.
If you take the Auto Club out of it, I don't think he's there.
You mean Miami?
Yeah, Miami. I don't know why the hell I was taking Auto Club.
That's okay.
I guess wishing and hoping after I saw the pictures this week. So
yeah, not great. Not good. Not nice to see.
Fucking another dumbass fucking bonehead move on NASCAR's part.
Yeah. Any silly season stuff, Sal? Austin Hill outed Creed to JGR.
Yeah, sounds like Noah Gregson's inching closer to the 10 car, which I called, by the way.
Yeah, without any, nobody had any
without
idea.
anything, yeah. I just brought it up. I'm like, if I was their Aus, I'd go after him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I need to go, or maybe I'm a low-key Stewart-Haas employee. If I was, I'm a failure too, because I'd be over there. I wouldn't last long. I'd tell them like it is. Y'all fucking suck.
Yeah, not a great year for SHR. Maybe Noah can turn it around. I don't know what they're going to do because they're going to have 3 drivers that don't have any sponsorship with them. Barry.
I think Noah brings it. I think that's the reason why he gets the car.
I think Barry, not going to be much though. I mean, I think Barry brings maybe a tiny bit, but not a full schedule. Priest kind of really doesn't have it. There's a lot of Haas races on there.
Priest has a lot of sponsors though.
Yeah,
Hunt Brothers. They got to go with somebody now that Harvick's gone.
Yeah, maybe
they already have.
Maybe we see some KHI sponsors on SHR cars more next year. Yeah.
You ready, Mike?
I'm ready. Are you gonna hit it? Oh my God, live. We're gonna go single box to Wessel here.
Single
hit
box.
I don't know why Mike loves this so much.
Here we go.
Because he's simple-minded.
Yeah, you're right.
Attention all departments. Receiving is now open for recycling. Receiving is now open for recycling.
Hell yeah! Well done. Well done. Good job.
Motherfucker got so excited he knocked the phone down.
Yeah, you dropped the phone. It fell. We couldn't see you during it.
I got so excited I broke the damn mirror in half.
Oh my God. Anything else we're missing before we bounce out of here for tonight?
CFRL news.
Oh, tell us.
So, awards. 2 weeks from tonight?
2 weeks from tonight, the awards ceremony will be.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm actually getting out of here this time. I'm done.
See you, Wessel. Thanks for hopping in.
Later, Wessel.
Later.
So, everybody, I think, has voted. Like,
yes.
Congratulations to CFRL. Usually, I have to start going to people and begging them, hey, can you vote? So, to make it look good. And we have like 20-something responses in the first 2 days.
25,
yeah, so that's really good. So the votes are basically like they're final. It's still open because the link's open on Instagram and shit like that. So so 2 weeks from now we're gonna have that. I don't know anything about an all-star race yet. We haven't actually legit sat down and made the call yet if we're even gonna have one.
Probably gonna be one.
Maybe. It's just gonna have to be after the awards maybe that week or something, because I don't know if I'm going to be here or not.
Okay.
So
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. If we may see if there's an interest in it or not. So and then I think we're doing the schedule reveal also, right?
Yeah, on that same award episode, which will be the finale of the season of the podcast. So we'll do that. We'll have the schedule reveal. We'll have the award ceremony. Bradley says he'll be on. I don't know if I trust him, but that could be really exciting. I'm super excited to have Bradley on. Yeah, I think that's all we have for that.
And I'm working on some shit for the league next year. Some of it's already been fucking seeing it and probably been like muting their shit because it's been spamming. But I've got some of the kinks worked out. And you're talking to the kink master, so.
Woo! That's how you know it's getting a little too. That's how you know it's getting a little too late. The Sally Bear.
Sal Bear. It's Sal Bear.
Sal Bear.
Open that mouth a little hotter next time. I'm going to carry him, by the way, here in a couple months. So
we'll get there. Anything else we'd like to talk about before we bounce out of here? All righty. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next Monday, and we'll have a new NASCAR champion. Ready for it? Okay.
First time champion, right?
Larson.
Everyone except Larson.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Larson. Sorry.
The media won't.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, hit it.
One of these days I'm going to choke.
Oh, my.
That's okay.
All right. Nope, we're done. That's it.